free to choose for the last 3-4 years. I have now become national spokesperson for licensing and the nighttime economy for UK. I'm not going to throw a lot of political shit down your throat today. However, I do think the times have now changed, that as a group we have to become more politically activated and politically aware. On Wednesday, the 25th of February, I attended a seminar in Westminster at the IPPR, which is the Independent Policy Public Policy Research Committee. It's quite an influential, they're a left-wing think tank, and to be honest with you, the IPPR, I don't tend to agree with a lot of things that we speak about. However, I was extraordinarily impressed with the presentation. The presentation I'm going to show you here today is their own work. It has nothing to do with UK, it's nothing to do with me. The author of the report is a guy called Dr. Richard Muir. The findings are under Chatham House rules. Basically, when I show you this, presentation, you can't attribute any of the information you've got to the IPPR. You can only talk about it in broad terms, and you're not allowed to publish it, and that's either on the web. Any media, you're not allowed to publish it. It is actually a criminal offence to publish the information. The main government minister that was there was our good old friend Jerry Sutcliffe, who's the Minister of Secretary of State for the Department of Media and Culture. Well, let me tell you what Jerry, the whole event was regarding the plight of the British pub and the economic effect that has been felt by possibly Phil here, myself and other landlords throughout the country. And as we're all fully well aware, there are 39 pubs a week closing at this moment in time. Several factors to pubs closing, but one factor that cannot be ignored, which all the politicians want to ignore, is the smoking ban. Up until from 2002 to 2006, an average of 2 pubs a week was closing. That's through natural wastage and lifestyle, etc., etc. But there's a dramatic escalation of pub closures from July 2007, which is the Armageddon day for if you're a smoker. Now, the government would like to believe and reinforce this message that the reason why pubs, bingo halls are closing it's a social change and the credit crunch. But let me tell you, research proves that in times of hardship, in times of recession, pubs, gambling, bingo halls, and churches tend to do a lot better than pub signs. So to stick it into a bag and say it's literally it's the credit crunch, which is a word that's well overused at this moment in time, saying that's the problem, it's a lot of bullshit. We've all seen in our own locals, in our own local pubs, if the landlord isn't as brave enough as Phil to offer the facility, so people can come enjoy. So why not call you Phil? Ray, sorry.
Big Colwood.
Sorry, Ray. As Ray will tell you.
Jenny.
Hello everybody.
Hello. Nick's just giving us a presentation.
Aye, okay.
You have yourself a seat.
So as Ray will tell you, that I'm sure you've seen from your own local pubs and bingo halls that the downturn since the smoking ban. So we'll go through the, as I say, it's the IPPR presentation. It's been written by Dr. Richard Moore. I think it's a very, very good report. I think it's thought-provoking. And then once I've gone through it, there's only 19 slides. Once I've gone through it, I'd like to talk to you about how, as free British in UKIP, we can look at broadening the debate and getting other people more interested into what we are fighting for. And basically, what we are fighting for is the freedoms and civil liberties of the working class people of this country. So we'll just go through it. Right. What is a community pub? And this was a national survey. They actually see thousands of pubs. Quite a horrible job, I suppose. Had to have a pint in. I'm a bit pissed off. I wasn't asked to do that. I wasn't asked to do that. So, but it's a community pub, and they actually found that there's no such thing as a typical community pub. They fall into all sorts of different areas: pubs, bars, gastro pubs, social clubs, etc., etc. A pub has been defined by Ben Davies in 1981 as a house open to the public at stated times for the purpose of social drinking. Now, which is quite interesting if you actually think of that statement in 1981. It doesn't say it is a public premises, it says where the house is open to the public at stated times for the purpose of social drinking. It certainly doesn't say it is a public space. The legislation, the 2006 Health Act was all about smoking in public places. So that's one thing to just bear in mind, but that was defined in 1981 by Ben Davies. Community pubs are probably that they serve the surrounding communities and the residents of the community. I think we're sat in it, and even though, again, there's no typical example, but this is exactly what the race pub is all about. It's sat in the middle of the community and it serves the chimney pots around here. Would you agree with that as being, yeah? And these kind of pubs actually make up 57% of the pub estates in the country. Others being your national chains like Witherspoons, etc., etc., which we're not really going to talk about them. And also, obviously, student pubs, estate pubs, and real ale pubs. And they can actually either be owned by pubcos. I mean, this is owned by Enterprise, which is a pubco, or pubs like myself, which is free of time. And basically, free of time means I can buy my beer anywhere I want to on the open market, where unfortunately Ray and his good lady wife have to buy from Enterprise at the rate that Enterprise give them with very, very little opportunity for negotiation. Would you agree with? Would you concur with that? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm being filmed, so I've got to be polite, haven't I? I don't want any like Jeremy Clarkson moments where you have to apologise for telling the truth.
You're filming Enterprise and rip-off merchants.
Now, this is quite interesting actually. Pub numbers have fallen over hundreds of years. In 1871, there was one pub for every 201 people. By 1971, there was every one pub for 761 people. So you can see that the pub industry has declined, but that's probably down to various things such as transport and again lifestyles. People have moved to cities and tend to. There's not many people living in villages as there used to be, and there's also obviously second homes in villages. You know, where the villages are tending to get disenfranchised from the community.